On our next cook, no one calls me chicken. All right, let's go ahead and get out here and get this grill fired up. Huh, it's gonna be a nice day. All right, today we are gonna do the chicken on the pellet grill, which is right there. Let's go ahead and get that cover off. Let's just make sure that it's going to stay nice for us for the duration of this grill. And then afterwards we can have dinner right here on this outdoor patio table. Okay, so we're getting ready to do our next cook. What? Cookies are gone. What happened here? And there's a present. What's this all about? This will open it. Oh my God, it's chicken. Santa left us our present of chicken here. What we're gonna do is, as you guys can see, we've got legs and we've got thighs. We're gonna inject, I've already got them all trimmed up. They're ready to go. They're clean. We're gonna get them injected, put our binder on it, put our seasonings on it, stick it in the fridge, and then we're gonna grill them out tomorrow. We're gonna start with the thighs. We're only gonna inject half of the legs, this is what we're gonna be using today. We're gonna give this a shot. This is gonna be for our glaze when we're done, and we're gonna use all 3 bottles on all of this chicken and see who likes what. I always use this rotisserie chicken seasoning because it has 0 sugar in it, and when you're cooking poultry and you're smoking poultry, it's a good way to go because it won't burn the skin. It won't burn and turn all black and crap. When we're done, we have them glazed. We're gonna put on Cosmos wing dust, and basically what you do is when it's still wet, you pull it fresh off the smoker before you let it sit, just sprinkle it all over your food. First time I'm trying this, but I bet it's gonna be really good. And that's what we're gonna inject it with today. Tony Chachere's injectable butter and jalapeno. I bet it's gonna be delicious. So let's get started. All right, here we go. So on these thighs, what I do, just pick them up, find out where that bone is, stab it. I just inject it just enough until you see it kind of plumping up. Do the other side. See how you'll start getting those pockets of that injection in there. Right down. And go on to the next one. I'm gonna put a binder on these, and I know a lot of people use their injection, whatever's left of their injection, and that's cool, but I just wanted to try this. So I'm gonna rub it all over here. I'm keeping a clean hand, as y'all will notice. Rub it all over the chicken, and then we're going to take our seasoning. And you guys, as you can tell, I always use those grids on the very bottom. I always use those grids, and the reason being is because when you start flipping these chicken over, in fact, these legs, you can coat them with this binder right here, all in one shot. The thighs, you're going to have to flip over a little bit. As far as your seasoning, you're going to want to flip them to get it. So get it seasoned real good on one side, and of course it's going to stick, so we're going to do the other side. It has a little bit wider open mouth. And like I said, this rotisserie stuff, you can use whatever seasoning you want on these. I just know from experience, if I use anything with too much sugar in it, the skin gets black and it burns, and I when I cook things, I go for appearance. I like my appearance to be good, so I like it to be really even, and I don't like burnt chicken. So this is just a rotisserie. I picked this up at Sam's Club. And this is just a rotisserie seasoning. We're gonna give it a shot. Do the same thing to the other side. All right, guys, we're gonna stick this in the fridge. You can see we got it pretty well heavily coated. We're gonna stick this in the fridge. We're gonna hang these legs on racks. We'll show you that tomorrow. I don't know if you've ever seen that done or not. The thighs are gonna be stuck in a pan, and we're gonna cook them in butter on the smoker. So you don't wanna miss that. We'll see you there. All right, here we go. This is what they look like, guys. We're gonna smoke this chicken on hangers, as you can see. We've also got some chicken thighs that we're gonna be putting on, and we're gonna bake them in a butter bath. So here we go. We're gonna put these bad boys on there. I'm gonna slide that all the way to the back. We're gonna take this, slide this over here to the side. It's gonna fit like so. Close it for just a second. It's getting ready to fire back up. That's why it's doing that. And then we've got some stragglers here that didn't make the rack or the pan, so we're gonna put those just directly on the grill. I don't really have anything else I can do with them, and I don't want to waste them, so we're just gonna put them on there. See how they taste when they come out. Last step we're gonna do, guys, before we close everything up, we're gonna take our temperature probe, and we want to keep an eye on the temperature of our meat. And whew, smoky. Poke it in one of your thighs right here without touching the pan. Close her up. Leave it alone for 30 minutes. We'll be back to show you that process here in a minute. It's been about 30 minutes. We are going to go ahead and rotate everything. These things are temping up quick. I don't know what it is about this Pit Boss grill, but man, this thing cooks fast. There's the internal temperature of our chicken thighs right there, 150. We want to hit about 165 to 170 for it to be safe. So we're going to turn everything. I'm going to show you how to do that. And a big announcement I've got. Our next video, most likely our next video, we have a huge surprise coming on this channel for you guys to see. It's going to be brought in on a delivery truck, so use your imagination. Huge surprise. Don't want to miss that. So please subscribe to our channel, leave us some comments, let us know what you think, how we're doing, all that, and let's get to this chicken. See there, looking good. Okay, so these chicken legs here, we're just gonna take it. You need gloves at this point. It's gonna be hot. I'm gonna rotate them. We're not gonna do anything with our stragglers. We're just gonna let them cook. This, I'm gonna get the probe out, and you can see they're looking really good. See how they turned brown from all that butter? And the butter's doing its thing. I'm gonna put this up here real quick. Shut this, and at this point you want to wrap it foil, but you want to keep a really good eye on it temperature wise. So what I'm going to do here before I shut this thing up completely, this temperature probe is hot at this point. I'm going to take and grab one of these, stick it in that meat, okay, right back on the grill. Just cover it as good as you can. Put it kind of in the middle. That's what I always do. Close her up, let her cook. And you can see now we stuck it in a different chicken thigh, so it's giving us a little bit different of a temperature now. So what you want to do is when you're where you have your probe in any of that meat, and there's a bunch of meat in there, wherever you have your probe and it hits temp, get your portable digital thermometer and start checking them all. You know, don't fall for it. Don't think, oh, that one's done, they're all done, because that's usually not the case. So 30-45 minutes, we're probably gonna be ready to pull this. We're gonna start temping it here in about 30 more minutes. What's up, guys? Something weird's going on at the grill. The chicken breast and these, what I called stragglers from the beginning of the video, they all temped out. They're like 175, so they're good to go. In fact, some of them were hitting 180. So I went ahead and pulled them. The Butter Bath chicken, it was temping out at 175, 178, so I went ahead and pulled it. And it's just as tender as all get out. So we're gonna go ahead and glaze these. And toothpicks, we're gonna do this real quick because these are not the Butter Bath chicken, and I wanna make sure I know that when they go back on the grill. And, okay. We're gonna dip these in our secret sauce. Get them back on the grill, let them glaze, and we're gonna be eating. I mean, that chicken is just falling apart. Definitely want to be kind of careful at this point of it. Kind of like that ham I cooked. If anybody watched that video, I couldn't hardly hold that thing. It was so tender. And that's what we're all about here. Tender meat. All right, we'll see you back out at the grill. Okay, so I just want to recap for you guys. So we bought chicken thighs and chicken legs. We hung the chicken legs. We put the chicken thighs in a butter bath in a pan. You guys seen that whole process. Basically last night before we went to bed, we put our binder on, ejected them, put our seasonings on, let them sit in the fridge overnight, put them on the grill. It's been right at about an hour and 40 minutes. The chicken thighs are glazing. We're going to pull those off. The chicken legs have a little bit more to go. I like those to hit 170, 175. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna dip them in barbecue sauce. We're gonna put them back on the hanging rack, and we're gonna put them back on the grill for about 15 minutes. Then we're gonna pull it off, have the food ready, and we're gonna show you that process here shortly. Just wanted to recap what we did. All right, it's rollback Loretta time. We're gonna get these off. I don't know what the deal is, guys, but the chicken legs, 133, 135. They just won't get done. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and pull these. They're done. Sauced up, tender, and ready to go. And if any of you don't get that reference, we used to have a news, what are they called? Weather meteorologist named Gary England, a legend in Oklahoma. And he used to do that every Friday. So go back on YouTube. I bet you can see that. It's funny. It's hilarious. So we're going to take these inside. I'm going to go ahead and wrap them up in foil and keep them warm until these legs are done. See you then. This chicken is not disappointing, guys. We're going to do a taste test real quick. My God. I mean, that is good. So try this recipe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Be glad to answer them. Try this recipe. Oh my God. Especially if you have friends and family over. It's awesome chicken. We'll see you next time.